Good morning to all of our fabulous Clevertouch educators. This morning, I wanted to share some great news with you. We are expecting a new release from Clevertouch for Lynx Whiteboard. So, there should be a new update coming through. We hope to see it come through next week, but we will keep you updated. But I thought I would just give you a sneak peek of some of the great tools and features that are coming in the new update. Right, so the first off is we have a couple new or two new backgrounds. And for all of my high school teachers, I know this has been an ask for a while. So now we have a new Cartesian background. So just to show you how this will work, if I just go and edit my background, so go into edit background, you'll see I've got my patterns. Click on my patterns and simply click on the Cartesian plane. Now, again, don't forget, like all of our backgrounds, you can adjust according to your needs. If I'm happy with that, simply exit. Now, if I go get my pen, we've got our curve pen here. So if I select that, I can now simply just adjust this to my requirements. And there I have now got my graph. Right, so very easy to do. No more trying to draw these lines. Um, and of course, you can save it and come back tomorrow. Right, now the next one, I'm not familiar with the next background, but I believe it's more for our design and technology educators or technical drawings. So I just want to clear this background. I'm going to just delete that. Okay, right, so going into our next background. I believe it's called a log. So if I select on that, again, I can adjust accordingly. Okay, so those are the two new backgrounds for Clevertouch. Um, Next is our new YouTube player. So you will know that YouTube, we've struggled a little bit with. It hasn't been very stable. So now that has been fixed, but it does mean we do lose the feature of it opening in Lynx. So how this would work is if I go into media now, I've just gone, remember, you just go all the way down to YouTube. Right, so if I go, here's my algebra. So let me just go into YouTube. There we go. Search algebra. If I bring this across now, it is going to tell me to open this in the browser. So just give it a second. There we go. If I tap it, it now opens YouTube outside in my browser. Okay. Right. So next, um, right. So the next one we have are all our new settings. So if I go to this and our infinite canvas mode. So what you can do now is if I click on my hamburger menu and I go to options, okay, you will notice down here, so I'm just in general, you will notice down here that you now have the option. When I open my Lynx whiteboard, I can actually open it that I've got the infinite canvas all the time. Whereas remember previously we had to go into page settings and toggle it on. Now you can actually set it if you want an infinite canvas every time you log into Lynx whiteboard. Okay, so that's now your infinite canvas mode. Um, then we've now got added settings. So if I just go again back into my hamburger menu, into options, okay, you will now see you've got an interface, which I think is great. So here you can go and change actually where your toolbar sits. So let's say we're going to make my toolbar to the left. So, and also you can configure your pens. So if I want pen one to be ink or my animated rainbow, you can now set these accordingly. You can set your highlighter, the specific color, size, all of that. Okay, but now if I just go back here, you will notice my toolbar is now on the side. Okay, so you can then decide where you want that. So I'm just going to stick to the bottom. I'm a bit of a stickler for tradition, so I'll just keep it there for now. Right, so those are the added settings that we have there. Um, then a new look. So you will notice here, if I go into my content or my insert icon, that these are now very different. In the previous one, it was more of a portrait mode, and media and content were in one. Now, if I select media, it will go into directly into my media. So remember, that's all my online content, or online search. If I go into content, remember this takes me directly to all my offline content as well as all the content on my device. So I can drag and drop anything in from my laptop itself, or my Clevertouch, depending where you are, where you're working from. And of course, I've now got easy browse as well, directly into everything on my device. Okay, so those are the new look. You will also notice, I will get to it now, but we've also got some of these have also changed slightly. Okay, so if I just go back quickly, the next one, um, is the fact that our panels are now draggable. So if I just open my media, I can now drag this around. So if I had something on the left here and this was in my way, simply just move it out the way. Okay, then our new image features. So if I just go again, let me just open here. Okay, so let's go have a look for an image. I think, let me go to Google. Let's go. Okay, let's go for an African savanna. So if I bring this across, drag and drop that down a bit. Okay, if I'm happy with that, right, let's go get a. Oops, I'm going to see if it picks that up. Okay, let's go find the lion. Let's take this one, for example. Okay, so now with him in tow, let's just make him a little bigger. Okay, let's put him at the base of this tree. So now if I select my image options, again, you will notice this has changed. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go remove the background. Okay. Secondly, I've got now my colors, so I can adjust this. If I wasn't happy with the brightness, we could go make it brighter. I could change the contrast. Okay. I can change the saturation. Okay. I can change hue as well. So if we wanted a purple line. Right. So now you've got that easy ability to adjust your images. You also now can immediately crop. So if I wasn't happy with this, previously we had to go into the paint bucket, then go into our cropping tool, then you had to adjust from there. Now you can go and change this. So maybe let me do the background here. So if I do our background here, again, so let's just say we just wanted that. I want it to fit. Um, and there I've got my cropping tool. So there we've now got our background and I've cropped it. Okay. Um, so yeah, so this has changed in the look and the feel, and now we've got a very easier way to crop. And of course, now you can go and adjust your color saturation, brightness, etc., which is fantastic. Okay, so that's the adjustment in your images. And then while we have our last feature is the ability to actually change SVG files, or images, or specifically, should I say, SVG shape. So if I go in here and let me just type in SVG shape, okay. Let me bring across the heart. So here we go. So here we've got an SVG heart, right? So now what I'm able to do with it, still selected, go into my paint bucket. Let me just close this for a second. Go into my paint bucket. Um, in here, I'll go into my filling tool, and let's say I want to make that heart red. Simply click on it. There we go. And that's how you can now go and fill SVG files as well. Okay, and so these are the great. There, I've gone and just colored that one in too. But these are the fantastic features now available, or not now available, coming soon, um, in our new Lynx whiteboard update. So we will keep you posted as and when that is available. Like I said, we are hoping next week. But with all these features and the hard work behind the scene, it really is to make your life as educators a lot easier. Um, and obviously, at the end of the day, save time, but create amazing interactive lessons. So, thank you for listening. We will catch up soon.